Welcome to SLS Impact Room, where every conversation creates impact. I'm your host, Rita Ebere Anyanwu. When the naira fails, crypto feels like the only escape. But what happens when the escape becomes a trap and you lose your child's school fees in one crash? Today on the SLS Impact Room, the morning after the loss, the silence at home, and how to separate your what as a provider from the money you lost. With me today is a special guest. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Emmanuel Chebondu Manyapura. So I'm into crypto initially, but now I've transitioned into some other things like tech. I'm positioning myself to be in the crypto space, tech space, and FS.
Okay.
So building my online presence. So transitioned from being a trader to an influencer in the industry.
Oh,
Yes.
that's interesting. You're welcome to the podcast. So, let's go with the first question. In Nigeria, where people often use crypto to protect savings from the failing naira, what happens emotionally when the safe haven itself becomes a trap and someone loses their rent money or school fees in a single crash?
Okay, cryptocurrency, just like the name, is digital currency. From the founder, the thing started, I think, in 2008. The first white paper of Bitcoin was released, and in 2009, cryptocurrency Bitcoin was launched, the network. So it's just digital money on the blockchain. So cryptocurrency, the idea behind the creation, the invention was borderless payment. People at the time, people needed, a currency they can use across borders.
Okay.
That is available 24/7. Decentralization, currency that doesn't have interference of any body, government, bank, institution. You understand? And anonymous transaction. So a decentralized payment is just like, just like in a traditional banking system where if you want to do something, you must go to the bank, in the sense that you are the owner of the money, but you're not in control of your money. You understand? Anything, they can deny you access to your money at any point in time. And there are some times that you're not able to transact no matter what, maybe because of banking holidays or the weekend, you had to wait for some time. But the idea of crypto, what crypto came to solve was the decentralization aspect, borderless payment, anonymous payment, and payment you can do 24/7, non-stop, functional.
Without any
So yes, cryptocurrency, there are many advantages of it, just like in the normal everyday life of people. You can do crypto, can do many things with crypto. I don't think there's an investment that is considered a safe haven. As what people normally do is that, let's take for instance, when Buhari was in power, and the exchange rate was around 485 naira. So many Nigerians assumed when they saw that Tinubu is already winning, and from his promises, his campaign promises, he mentioned that he's going to continue from where the president stopped. People knew that the economy is going to get worse. So, and they were like banking on crypto USDT, a stable coin per se, not really crypto in general. So they knew that the naira will lose value, and which we saw And naira got to a point where it was traded at 2,000 plus per dollar. So I think the people that took that advantage then, I think they were very lucky, unlike what we are seeing now, that from 2,100 or 2,200 per dollar to naira, we are having something like 8,400. And with what is going on, I think the exchange rate is gradually coming down. So that is what I have to say on that.
So you don't think it's a safe haven for anyone to invest in crypto while wait just in case?
So investment in crypto is different from, putting your money in a stable coin. You understand? Every investment has their risk. Okay. Just like cryptocurrency, nothing is guaranteed, nothing is safe. Anything can happen. You can buy a project and wake up and everything goes back to zero. Or you can buy a project and luckily for you, you might wake up and the thing has appreciated very well. But what I think people did in those days was just like banking on the USDT. USDT is just like a stable coin that they were just using it as a store of value, where they predicted that the naira is going to crash massively, and I think they won.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting. So how do you cope as in when have you experienced any loss before?
Yes. Cryptocurrency trading and investment comes with a lot of risk, like I said, and nothing is guaranteed. It just depends on the level of information at your disposal. When you are dealing with cryptocurrency, just something that fluctuates. You understand?
Okay.
It fluctuates.
So your risk tolerance has to be high.
Yes. Before you venture into it, like you need to have experience.
Okay.
In whatever you are investing, whether a project or a startup, name it, NFTs, you need to have a proper knowledge of it. So if you don't have a proper knowledge of it, like I started, I just started just like a normal person. I didn't have enough backend, like I didn't have somebody I was looking up to. I didn't have somebody that I could call a mentor. I just started buying cryptocurrency. I started from airdrop. So when we do some tasks to earn crypto, do different tasks. Some of them might be just to share the project roadmap or white paper or what have you. Share their social handles, follow them, comment, interact, refer people, create awareness, and in return we get some tokens, that might be launching later on. So most of them launched, most of them did not launch. So when they launched, because it's just airdrop, the amount you can make is minimum. So you can always make more when you now buy or become an investor of the project, which comes with its own risk, because the people you are promoting their brand, their business, you don't even know them, the person. It's just like social media stuff. You can invest and you lose your money. You can invest and the project will never launch. And there's nothing like refund of money. Once the project decide to shut down, they can just shut down without launching. Or even if when they launch, they can still say, this project, this business is not good for us. We are making loss instead of gain. We are going to wind down. So that's what happens in such ways. I've lost countless number of money, and that was attributed to me not having a backend or mentor that I looked up to. Because just like they're able to do their business stuff, like when you want to venture into a business, you first of all enroll on someone that is already doing the business, and you stay for like some years.
Like an apprentice.
Yes, an apprenticeship stuff. You learn undergo the process. You learn many things so that when you now be on your own, you'll be able to manage the business. But well, those days we are newbies, we just jump on anything we see, just buy and hoping that we're going to make money. And at a time, you lose.
Okay, but the money you use in doing that project is from what? Your salary?
Then I used my salary savings. I once even used the money that was not even my money because of I was thinking, some project might just come up and they promise you heaven and earth. Just like you were saying, people were seeing crypto as a safe haven. Some people, borrowed money. Some people sold property. There is a project that can come up and they promise you heaven and earth that they are going to do, those people in charge who even does themselves releasing their videos and their details that you should invest, that you're going to buy at a very low price. So what happened was there was a crash that happened that even people lost their life because of the shock. Yes. So you just imagine when something like UST that is supposed to be a stable coin depegged. You understand? When you're buying a USDT to store, like you foresee that maybe naira is going to crash.
Okay.
Like you buy dollars at the rate of maybe 500, and you're hoping that instead of you buying a project that you don't even know the owners and that might end up running away tomorrow, you can just say, let me just buy USD and store and have rest of mind because the price does not fluctuate. It's a stable coin. And just imagine what will happen when you wake up one day and we see that your stable coin has lost its value.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so imagine what happens when you relied or you bought a stable coin that does not lose value. Like whether you keep it for 2 years, 3 years, the value is still the same. And you wake up one day and you see that the value of your stable coin has now gone down to like 50 cents per one.
Wow.
More than 50 cents or 10 cents. That was a crash that happened. That when Luna crashed, Luna was just a company, just a Chinese company, and they have their own ecosystem. They have their own stable coin, and they have their own Luna coin that rose from, the Luna coin rose from 0.7 cent to, I think, $160 per one. And, people still bought at that rate and everything crashed. Even the UST that was supposed to be a stable coin crashed and people lost money. And because of that, most people committed suicide. Old people got heartbroken, especially people that used the money that were not theirs. People that borrowed money and all that. So some even investors, some traders, people that trade with people's money do commit suicide when such things happen because it's just an unforeseen circumstances that nobody can even predict when it happens. And those things happens in a twinkle of an eye.
Oh God.
The crash, is not something that
you can predict.
Yes, and it's not something you can control or run away from. As far as you are involved, you have your money in those assets.
Yeah.
You tend to lose them just like that.
Wow. Are you working on any project at the moment?
For now, I'm not working on any projects.
Okay.
Not working on any projects, yes.
Wow. But you intend to in time to come?
Yes. In time to come, I might be able to own my own project because I have seen my friends run and own a project, in the crypto space.
And they are successful, like they're good at it.
Yes, it's just like you cannot just predict that they are good at it. Everything is just like when you are running a business.
Yeah.
You're the one to decide when to stop. So depending on how you are pushing your business, what you believe the business will solve, how you're projecting it to be like in the next 5 or 10 years. It's not something you can just say now is successful.
It's a long-term thing.
It's a long-term journey.
Okay.
Commitment and all that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, that's interesting. So if someone listening right now lost everything in crypto and is too ashamed to speak about it, what would you say to them about how to separate their worth as a provider from the money they lost?
There's nothing like being afraid to speak up such a situation or instance. The thing there is that if you lose money, that is why it's even advisable for people to to practice or trade with the money they can afford to lose.
Okay, to lose, yeah.
That is the always the slogan. Trade if you are in business or you're doing investment and you put your money somewhere and you cannot sleep. You understand that you try to sleep, you remember that your money is somewhere, you don't even, that means that money is not something you can just let go.
Yeah.
Because if anything should happen to that money, you're going to have problem. But it's always good to invest with money you can afford. No matter what happens, you can sleep freely.
You can sleep freely, yeah.
Whether you lose it or you don't lose it, you don't care. And that is where people make the mistake. The problem is that once the money is not there, if you lose that huge money, you understand, it's not about being ashamed to talk about it. The money is not there, it is not there. If there is something you can do with money and you are somebody that lost such money, you know that you cannot function in that capacity. Even if you don't talk about it, people will know that you lost money, because this crypto stuff, investing stuff, is people buy based on recommendation. An influencer might just come up and share a project to his community. Maybe the influencer has collected money.
Okay.
Yes. Then, because he has collected money, he's blinded by the negative aspect of how the project was designed. You understand? He cannot just come up and talk bad on the business. He will just project it to the
Public,
the public. Now, because most of his audiences, the followers, they don't do their own research. They believe that this person is coming from this person that is highly respected. They trust and they buy into it. They invest heavily. They can even borrow because of the promises that was made to them. So when they lose such money, and maybe you have responsibilities of things you normally do before, you cannot do them again. So people will surely know without even you coming out to say that you lose money. People already know.
Okay, well, would you say it's in a place of as in, would you now call it greed for them to invest even with the money that's not theirs?
Yes, I would say the fraction of it, percentage of it is attributed to greed. Why people do those things is from based on their normal formal experience. Like somebody might just invest in a project and the person is down like 50%.
Okay.
You understand? What the person is now trying to do is he will now be trying to see a project that can give him that already lost money.
Okay.
Or maybe a project that can even take him to where he can break even.
Oh.
So once they see that project, they will tend to, they can borrow.
Oh.
They can use money that is not theirs to invest, hoping that they will recover the old money they already lost. But while doing that, they tend to lose everything.
Chai, that's terrible.
That's the crypto for you.
Chai. So your advice now is that they should have full knowledge of what they are going into before
Yes.
actually venturing into it.
Before venturing.
And use the money that you can actually lose and not feel the pain at that much. Okay, that's fine. Thank you so much for coming, and I hope to have you here again. Okay. So, and if you're listening and you lost everything, your worth was never in that wallet. Don't carry the shame alone. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. I am Rita Ebere Anyanwu. Take the next step. We are here. Thank you.